continuing with the aluminum production line. All we've got left is to set up the copper ingots, and then we do need to bring in the quartz, no, the bauxite and the coal. But yeah, we're close. A few things to do still. Yeah, our factory's getting bigger as we go, that's for sure. I'm liking the trains, they're working well. Let's finish off. We'll add the second floor to this building. We'll add all the things we need, like doors, and ladders. Put these over here. Figure out where to put the lift. Truck's not moving yet. It'll move soon, but it's a very annoying feature of when you first load the saver. Now,
Hey, Smackin',
Thank you, QUbzad02, for the follow.
that one there. QUbzad02. Hello, how you going? Nice to see you. Thanks for the follow. Clearly I pronounced your name right. I never get that wrong. Close enough. Excellent. See, I'm spot on. What are you up to today? What's happening? It's Kai, no worries. I can handle that. I think I can pull that off. Perfect. Just making a big mushroom on Satisfactory. That sounds like the perfect thing to do in a game like this. Make a big mushroom. He's moved. No, he hasn't moved yet. Still waiting there. Oh, there he goes. He's finally been given that hurry up from the truck. That's very interesting. The other truck said, hey, move on. I might. Oh, I love that gurgling noise. Truck's having a bit of rough and tumble there. What's that power? It's there. That'll be perfect. Lovely. Are your mushrooms in the creative picks? Let me bring up Discord and have a look. That's it. Start on my main monitor. That's better. Let's have a look. Holy moly. Are you sure that's a mushroom? Could be contrived as something else. That's great. It's going along very well. You're above the void. You got some stuff coming in along here. Very awesome. Awesome work. It's a mushroom rocket. Okay. Hey, if that's what makes you happy, then keep at it. Everyone's got something that keeps them satisfied. For me, it's boring, building plain boring bases. You've been making it non-stop since 72 hours ago. Wow, you've been up for a while then. I hope you've got your gamer diapers on. They're mandatory in these situations. You do have those, wheelchair with the toilet. Ooh. Well, now that is something I would not expect anyone to say. So there you go. Alright, I think we're almost walled in. I might as well do these ones. While I'm at it. It's all got to be done. It's done there. Smoke in the elevator. I've not used one yet and should try it at some point. Was wondering, is the music customizable? It is. I'll show you in a sec. I'll go to one just over there. You just change the It's that simple. I hope they bring more customization options, Hyric, because you know what you can't change? The button can only be those. That's it. Where's numbers? Where's icons? There you go. No numbers or icons. CSS, you had one job. That's right, just one job. I'm hoping that's something that comes in 1.2. All right. So I've pre-made some of these. Oh, hello, I've pre-allocated. There's one of them. These are my old signs. Why do I have... I think I've just put the sign down with the name. Yeah, I've just put it down, change the name and not change anything else. Maybe? Yeah, these are all, yeah. I usually know these things. Alright, so, well, we're going to fix that while we're here. And we're going to fix this high-speed connector. I'm going to fix a few things in here. That's the one I'm looking for here. All right. wire. Everything else is correct. The numbers are correct on that one. So there's 2 of those. Then this is the link in chat there to the spreadsheet I'm currently looking at, which has all of this information here. So this one is also, yeah, right. That's right. All I need to put here is what the product is. So this is for homing ammo. And this was made a while ago before I finalised how I did my science. Those numbers are correct. Now everything else was what needs to be updated. So these numbers look correct. That's for that. No, those numbers are not correct. And it's not sulfur and it's copper. I hope. Yep, I did. Right. Its output's 10. And that should be, hasn't been configured, so that should be 10%. I'll select the right recipe. There we go. Right. And then this one. It's quick wire. That's that one. And that is 6.25. Right. And it's making 12.5. Should have left it saying iodine E infused. Well, sometimes we're the best spellers. That one was the output matches the clock speed. How are you today, Gaz? This one is for radio control units. Yes. I know 1800 is life. Ooh, wow. You got really stuck into it then. Sounds like you got your money's worth already. Uh, 43.75. That's that one done. It looks like these are a double header. Yeah. You got a 85% off full definitive version, still $60 plus. Still, sounds like the bargain to me. Also spoken, how do you know how much my mum tablet has 100 tabs in Safari open? Adjust YouTube notifications not to miss the videos. Yep. It's you're the first person to comment on my wonderful joke. This one's for supercomputer. That just came to me while I was editing the video. I thought, I'm going to throw that in there. Why not? 65. Actually, yeah, no, hold on. Yep, do that there. Right, there's that. $65.7, 131.25. 65.7. So that's for these two. Right. It was great. Thanks. Not a problem. Well, I hope you fixed your problem, if you had a problem. It looks like I laid all this out ready to go. Those were going to be split, and those are going to be split, and then that split. Yeah, right. 6. How did I do that? Do you want to make it the same? They're all... Yeah, okay, I made it matching. Alright, cool. 30. That one, so that's a Mark II. And that's I'm not using NDI at the minute, but it is an option for my audio interface and could use for video, but good to know about the updates issue. Yeah, NDI is a pretty handy little tool. Works in Linux and also Windows. I'd say we're just going to need a Mark II for this. Yeah, it was one of those videos where I had something weird happen to me and I thought, you know what, that's going to be something that people are going to search for a while and need an answer for, so I thought I'd just put together a quick video on it, and that helps. It actually gives you, you know, some watch hours that just tick over time. Like if you want to make some money on YouTube, having videos that are constantly being watched is very helpful. Now that's those, but in all of what I've just done now, I only needed, so far, that one. I still need some more. There's a quick wire, there's a quick wire. That's one, that's three. That one's four. You know what? I don't. Yeah, because we're just going to have a look at that. But I do want to have them configured. So what I'm talking about is I've got one, so cooling system and thermal propulsion rocket. But they're the only three I need copper ingots for at the moment, but they're a bit further on. However, I might build them all out now. I'm just going to make a note. So we've got 7.5 plus 29.2 plus 5 plus this one I didn't hook up. 21.875 plus 65.625. 215.45. I'm just going to put 216. Right. Looks like I didn't do overflow, and I think I was planning on maybe doing it. Kind of changed my mind a bit about overflow on my ores. Let's do, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why I did them in pairs of 2s. Like that. I don't know what I'm doing, science. I don't know what's next. Which one is it? Let's have a look. It's 46. Hold on, did I do... Yeah, I did. The other one's got to be... copper. Right. There we go. You're trying to pick what this game is like as in similarities, Anno? Yeah, right. Do you ever play Banish? I'm sure you played City Skylines though. I've not played either. I have seen City Skylines play, but never played it. I haven't played a lot of games, Gaz. It's quite funny. The time from when I stopped streaming to here I actually didn't play any new games. I played one game that was Dead Polly, which I've streamed that before. You heard what City Skylines did to SimCity? Pretty much, well, yeah. Right, that's that done. Alright, let's see. If these are all positioned, I'm gonna make... Nah, it won't matter. I won't do it. I know what I'll do. These signs are all placed. SimCity wishes it was City Skylines. I know it's kind of similar advantage in that sense, bigger difference. So, old school turn of the century industrial city builder with ships and exploring and all that. Nice. Yeah, I've seen screenshots of it. This one is supercomputer. Why did I place the refinery sign here? That's better. There's a lot of quick wire going to be made in this area. And all those numbers are good. So that is... Right. That's that one. Now it's 3. So they will be... Put that one here. It's also for supercomputers. This one is 105.5625. There's that, and 211.125 by 3 is 70.4. Rightio. One, 2, 3. Another quick wire for the supercomputer. This one's for adaptive. Alright. What's ADS? I looked it up the other day. Assembly Director System. That's going to output 23.3. Right, that's that one. This one is quick wire for another one. So much quick wire required. This is just a teaser of what's coming up. 16.7. Good thing is doing all this now means later on all I've got to do is belt the resources around. That's that one. Guess what the next one is? You wouldn't believe it. That's right. More quick wire for the assembly director system. Right, that's that one. And 37.5. Right, that's that one. Yeah, we're going to have to build another floor just so I can do the ones for the aluminum ingot. Wow. This is for the... Now this one's uranium fuel rod, so I won't make that here. That's in another factory. What's MFG? Let's have a look. Magnetic field generator. Why am I... Let's have a look there. Oh yeah, the other ones are quite further on, that's why I haven't got to them yet. So that's 16.7. And that is 33.4. Let's make sure that one's done. Good thing is I don't need any of these right now, so I'm not going to hook them up yet, but they all are configured, ready to go. This is one I need. Wow, no, not this one. This one. The alkylate aluminum sheet, and then the other one is this one. So I need to do the next floor. I'll place the machines on the next floor, and then that'll be in the right spot for us to put it all in. There's a lot of production lines coming up. Alright, let's do this. So these are placed with that. So that's 1, 2. That's placed. Oh, my mouse has died. I'm out of batteries. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes there. That goes there. Yep. I might be able to fit 9. No, I think this is an 8 only building. Yeah. Alright, I think that's there. Right. That, and then I have these power poles. Right, and then that will go there like that. For the moment, that's all I should need. Reenie's having a good old lick. A good old lick. Yep, 9 it is. Right. Put these in. So much easier doing this with the hover pack. Let me tell you. Right. Right, that's all of those. the I'm just going to put the signs down. So this one is, if it's for Newton Obelisk, I think that's going to be at a separate factory too. This is alclad aluminum sheet for the cooling system. This is 20. And the output's 40. That's that one. And this is the other one. Pretty sure it's for turbo motors. Let's just check. Thermal propulsion rocket cooling system. I might be missing something here. That's the one there, but I'm missing, for some reason, I believe I'm missing oh no, that's there because it's the amount of machines that fit in that space. Yep, that's why. Yep, and remember what I'm doing now. So it's cooling system and thermal propulsion. That one's 40. Right. Yeah, I do remember now. So in here, this is the turbo motor. And so I'll put 75. And then I just need to keep doing these until I get to the one I need. So this is quick wire for the turbo motor. Lots of planning being done here. It's 23.4375. $46.875. Rightio. So that one. This one's also quick wire for turbo motors. Right. That one is 65.625. Rightio. And another, believe it or not, quick wire for turbo motors. This is basically a quick wire and a alclad aluminum sheet supply factory. That's why I built it here, because there's so much of it. 8.8. $17.6. Right, there's another one. So that one's for here. And that's the one I'm after. That's the next one. Perfect. Right, so this one here. This is another quick wire for turbo motors. Seven. Right, and then that's that one. This one's for thermal propulsion rocket. And I'll do the last one in this train as well, just so I've got them all done. Assuming the next one in my list is 3. I'll do that one there. That's for the space elevator, that one, yep. No, I've just got to put space elevator here, that's it. No, nuclear pasta. Right, Horsey, hello. What's up? How's it going? Pretty good, thank you. Just getting a few things organised. You know how it is. What's been happening with you? And that's 13.4. Right. Right, so it's this one here. I'm going to... that there. That's not what I wanted. You're closer to finishing phase 4 than you thought? That's excellent. And then this one here, cooling system. Let me double check. Perfect time to jump. So it's thermal propulsion rocket, yep. And cooling system 40. That's it. Puts that one there. Can't stop overthinking. It is the curse sometimes, isn't it? And the other one is this one here. So I'm going to run, because they're there. I'm going to be strict about this. If I'm bringing 3 across... Ah, right. This is what we're going to be careful of. We need to move the stairs. Yep. But oh yeah, I think it's all right. It's kind of in the way, but not. Nah, it's not center. It's got to be there. But I still think it's okay with the trucks. Well, all you gotta do, Aussie, is just stop thinking about it. That's all you gotta do. It's that simple. Sometimes it's just not that simple, is it? So that around there. Yeah, I was taught as a riding instructor to teach what's in front of you. Some good advice. So now that I've done that, this is the, yep. It's this one here, radio. Yep. Right, and that goes there. So in my case, we're going to be restricted. We can do that one though, that's pretty cool. I can't do those ones. There we go. Yep, definitely. But to build a factory like you and all the others, and so take a lot of forward thinking. I'm not the best, but at least you're trying. Absolutely. All you can do is try. There's only one way to succeed, and that's to try. Oh, actually, this sign's going to go. Perfect. That kind of fits in there nicely. I like how it fits there like that. The that spacing of that door there, and there. Yep, definitely not. I ask how are you this evening, upside down land. Well, I'm all right. I've got no complaints, that's for sure. Life is treating me well. All right, so this one I'll bring all the way down to here. So what have I got? That. Then that's the copper, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of a zigzag here actually for this unfortunate case. I don't know, I think I'm not trapped, but I think in this situation I'm going to put this here like that. That gives me the room to get out of this tight spot. actually. Oh, I can hear a truck just doing the worst it can ever to get out of it, to drive through something. Right is copper. Pretty sure. Yep. And now that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I might actually just do that. Use that bottom fourth one. Glass half full is a great perspective in your opinion. Yeah, it certainly is, Horsey. You're not wrong about that. So that one there. Right, so then that should go there. Take me to there. I might do it. Where's the next one? That one's going to feed in there. Yeah. So that's the one I want to use right now, so we'll adjust that. Oh, it was going to come in this side. Oh yeah, perfect. So that could be that one there. The point of all that was to give me that one there. That one to there. Right. Rocket Factory need a bit of fettling. Not getting enough motors, but I don't think be hard to chase. Yeah, right. Rocket Factory, hey? Alright, so bottom is alclad. Then middle short is cooling system. And then this one here, which is entering here, so right's copper. Like that. That could actually come it might come across here just to make it consistent. We'll just make it the bottom short. So it would be that one. And I'm going to need to go up one. Stop that for a sec. Oh, I had it and then let go. And that to there. It's perfect. So that is the bottom short. Is thermal propulsion rocket. Perfect. What's your plans when completed this build? Will you play a different game? If so, what will you play? Factorio is for hard, much harder than Satisfactory. I'm not a Factorio enthusiast. I've seen it. It just doesn't interest me. I really don't know, Horsey. I haven't thought that far ahead. I've got another, probably got 400 hours left of this playthrough, to be honest, so we'll just see what happens when it happens. Alright, let me just... So that's this one. This one. And that one. Did you get a plans to play Star Rapture? This is my focus right now. I've got a website that's out of date. I've got tutorial videos that are out of date. I want them to get up to date to be with the 1.0 playthrough and content, or now it's 1.1. So I don't have time to play other games at the moment. This is my like, I spent the last 2 days working on a truck video. I haven't even started making footage yet. I've just been writing a script. I probably spent 8 hours writing a script for a truck guide video. Adriel, how you going? I hope you're having a great day. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself? What's going on? Yep. Now, I reckon... I'm going to come around. Meeting's just done with that. Probably going to have a luncheon work. Nice. Alright. I'm going to... It's this one here. Just going to add this here just as a reminder. Throw them up too. Alright, so the bottom one. That one there is for the alkyd sheets. So it's the bottom. I might just thinking about some logistics here at the moment. Let's try this. So obviously for YouTube, I understand you, it's a lot to think about. It is, absolutely. But it's not just for YouTube, it's for my website. So I need to write a script that is also translates into a written guide. So there's a lot of stuff I got going on. I'm not your typical content creator. But I'll get there, it just takes time. It just takes time. Right, that's what I want for that. And then I was going to this, go to here. One of them. It's good to keep busy, to be honest, absolutely. That's what keeps my clock ticking over. It's keeping busy. Alright, so that is here. I'm going to put that one there. Right, that's one done. And then the other two are in these ones here. And they are the I've got them over here. So there's one there. I reckon this one I'll have here. Right, so this one yeah, it doesn't have any ore because it's not hooked up, that's fine. But this is the cooling system. So this is the middle of the short one. 98. So it's this one here. So that one there. That's it. That one's there. The bottom short, which is this one here, I'm going to wrap it around that way. So that goes there. Okay, it's this one here. I reckon this one I'll be able to go. I might put it here. Rightio. Don't. Yeah, probably do. So that. To there. And then that one there. And that's it. I've hooked all of it up now. Now we need to finish the casings off. I need to, there's a couple of things I've got to do. I need to hook up the overflow in here. So we're going to have starting off. I'm going to keep these low. So if that's coming out there, perfect. Yep, that's what I want. There is no, well, you know what, technically that's halfway. That curve would be nice. Default's crap. Straight is better. Alright, so left is alclad and right is overflow. Oh, I hope these don't touch. I don't think they will. Perfect. So right is casing and left is overflow. Rightio. Right, so that's my dimensional depots dealt with and storage for those. Next, so I didn't build any of this in. I labelled them, so that would have meant I would have done them correctly. Properly, yep, perfect. Rightio. Right, that's that done. I wonder if I can get through there. I actually can. Nice. That's definitely going to be used for sure. So I wonder if no, it's a different. I'd still put that there. You wouldn't know. But I think that's going to affect something here. I think I want to go there. Yeah. Well. Draco, hello, welcome. Rubs the lotion in because he doesn't want the hose again. Ooh. You're going in for a lurk, are you? What's happening today? Yeah, I didn't think that'd fit. It's a different... That's okay. Doesn't matter because I can still... It still works the way I want it to. Just waiting until 6 AM my time. I have to go do laundry. Yep. Understand. Do you use a shared facility, do you, for that sort of stuff? You're working in on your tier 2? Nice. Public laundromat? Yep. Fair enough. But today the dryers are free. Oh, right. I see. Well, make hay while the sun shines, I think is the saying. That's got nothing to do with that. Nice. I need to do all these ones too. I didn't do these because I was busy rushing. Let's go here. Nuts. And then this one here. I do laundry once a week with my friend, and I don't have crap compared to what she does, but she has 4 kids and a husband. Wow. Kept teasing her she has 5 kids, but soon it'll be true as she is 5 to 6 months pregnant. Wow. Yeah, I would struggle having to go to a laundromat to do those tasks. Being someone that has always spent money, you know, bought a dryer or whatever, or a washer, whatever's needed to do my chores. So yeah, I feel privileged that to be able to do that. Not everyone can, I suppose. It's a pain in the arse, I bet it would be. Oh, look at this. This is perfect. Sweet. Okay, so that's all my overflow configured this side. I did want to hook this up. Oh, wow, that is perfect. I mean, I totally planned that. That's just straight into there, into the overflow. This one here, I'm just going to actually spin it around this way. Kind of wondering if that's going to get in the way. That power it is, isn't it? Do I sacrifice? No. I'll do it here. Right, so I'm going to do that overflow to there, and then I've just got to hook up this overflow here. Even if I had hookups in this studio, there wouldn't be room for a washer and a dryer. Yeah. Yep, it certainly is a luxury, isn't it? Alright, so if I do so I was going to bring this along here. Jeez, it's getting a bit windy outside. I can hear it blowing a gale. just leave that post there. I like it. And then too long to there. Put this one here, I reckon. How do you keep track of what episode I'm on? I have this text file, episode number, so forth. Then I have all the recordings from every episode that I keep. I got a Pioneer journal, that's right, because all of this I'm using to put into my tutorial series for Satisfactory, like the YouTube stuff. So that's just the episode data file. Then there's the actual, this is the information I use for the YouTube the information I put in the description, the title and all that. So the trick to doing anything like this is to have a system. This is one of my autistic traits, is identifying a system and making it, using it, make sure it works. Remove any thinking. Make something as autonomous as possible. I can't show you here, but I have a like scripts that do things, like when I go to edit one of the episodes to turn it into a YouTube video, I use the last project file to create the next project file, and I have a script that will just grab the last one and recreate it. And then I have another script that does the thumbnail episode, like the project file that I use in Kdenlive, which is the video editing software I use. It's free open source software, and it does some editing there as well, like it yeah. And then apart from that, keeping track of what I'm up to is basically the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is like, I know what I'm up to day to day. Like I know right now we're up to, we're doing the aluminum production lines, and I've been doing a couple of the aluminum production lines in one go, and they're all broken out. And then once that starts running, then I move on to the iodine infused filter, the turbo, ammo, and so on. So it just, this is what drives me. And these, see the machines I've built, I make a comment in the spreadsheet that machine's been built, and yeah. I don't like doing spreadsheet stuff on stream. I find it I just find it yucky. Alright, we'll leave that like that, I think. All of these will configure later where they've got to go. All I just wanted to do was get the product running in. Right, so this didn't hook up because there's a really weird reason, and I don't know what it is. I think it's the... There you go. Excellent question. And then this one's not working because Alright, so now we're just sinking ingots. That's 4, that's perfect. Right. So that's just the overflow for this machine. We're waiting on the aluminum. The aluminum's waiting on the what we're about to start on. Can you guess? The bauxite and the coal. That's what we've got to work out what to do next. Because that was the last... And that's another reason why I put these signs down in front of the machines. Because visually I don't have to look at the sign. I don't have to open the machine to look at numbers. They're the numbers. I know what it's for, which production line. Right. That's looking good. Now let's go over here. Right. Now this is where I'm not sure. I'm going to make some decisions now. I know pretty much well this is roughly my beginning. So I've got train lines here. Let's have a look. So I think we're going to get this bauxite here and here. We'll target these. Probably, I think there's another one here somewhere. There's one here. Maybe have a train line along here that comes around and down. Now I'm here. I feel like I felt like I was gonna, so these train lines here go off elsewhere. I was gonna lay the station that way, but looking at this, it might make sense to run the stations this way, because I want one station for coal and one station for aluminum. I can do that because I can straddle the other side of this. Gaz, peace out. Enjoy your stream and evening. Much love to Reenies. Absolutely. Thank you, Gaz. I think we might do that. Let's just go for a fly. And let's have a visualization. Because I have train lines over here. So I could, I think, let's just see what might work here. Because I could tap into these train lines here. But this is where I would need to go, I think, to start. If I was going to try and use this terrain here, then I'd want to bring my train lines up this. I'm kind of thinking that instead of intersecting with them, we could just turn in, go over the top, have a little bridge, go over the top, and then get down at the right height. Let's just get the right height. I think a bridge would be nice over the top of a train line. So we're looking at 10, 12 from there. Let's just see what the height looks like. Yeah, that's not good. Because if that was going across... Oh, I tell you what, it's not bad. If it wouldn't be an issue over here. It would still need to, I don't know. I'm gonna go to the toilet, I'll be back in a sec. Right. I feel like it's a copper ant node we'll get use of soon. Oh shit. another way is through here. And turn and go up that. That might look nice. That's where your main base is? It's a good spot, isn't it, Beldraco? I just have to keep in mind that this coming out here that's probably going to come through here in the future. Yeah. Great, lots of iron and limestone, absolutely. That's where I'm going to bring quartz through. That can still go that way. Well, where's it going to go? Although that one could go. Just, what if I went over this way? Toying with that, yeah. Purple slug and spider, yeah. I'll leave that slug there for the moment. There's a bit of art. The limestone will be great when you make your wet concrete factory. Absolutely. I reckon there's enough room to get one more track down there. Not through there though. But around, that would come around here. And then there might be enough room for the other one to come around. Do you not use shards? You've got tons of them. Let's have a look. What have we got? Yeah, we've got 324 at the moment. And I've got probably, I've got a hand like 20 or 30 just sitting in a storage container doing nothing. And then when I do use them, I run them through the slooping and that. So it's not a big deal for me at the moment. Does my does, okay. All right, let's have a look here. We need to play around with some train tracks. We've been working with pairs, I think, here. Let's go with four. Five. Six. You had over 1,000 shards at one point in a previous game from sleeping them. Yeah, there's a ridiculous amount, isn't there? Oh, I must have already had that. Alright, so we can get 2 through there. Just. There's nothing I can do here except maybe that one. That might work. Alright, so what I'm looking at here, I need to leave enough room for that one to come past there. Gotta be careful here. I'm just wondering what future game could replace this, but if I can afford it, you're getting No Man's Sky. Yeah, that's a good question, is it? What game? I think what I need to do here first. Right, so that's 2. Then I want probably that. That's coming into about there. that might be there. Oh yeah, I need to adjust my blueprints too. The reason this is here, this helps me do something like this, and then you can then get it lined up mostly. Not 100%, but if I had that there, let's just do that for a minute. And then I can get rid of that and then hook that there, and that makes it work. So I'm going to have to update my blueprints now. Right, so this is where I was doing that, so I can then do... I can work this out. Because I want to try and get that going there. Maybe. Maybe just a bit taller. Busted Knuckles, hey Smirkin, first time catching a stream. I like your rails with the tyres. Thanks very much. Took me a bit of a while to get them built. It's just the high barriers. The fidgety bit's getting some of this what I'm about to work on now. I'm going to update my templates to make this work. These ones are alright. I don't think... So I probably want a 45 degree. Then this is my issue. These 45s, they don't... where is... Yeah, I'm going to need this. Left, left, left. Yeah, that's it there, I think. Yeah, so then that would go... They connect nicely, but it's this side of it that doesn't connect. So what I'm going to do is, that's going to work really nicely. We're going to just update some, blueprints. It's going to take me a little bit. What am I doing? Fine. I might actually bring some power for hover packing. Should do it. How much time have you spent in Satisfactory, Busted Knuckles? New to the game or been around for a while? Alright, so transport, we're working on 2s. So it's not the straights, it's just the bends we're working on. It's not the 90s, it's the 45s. And what we're doing is we're placing... I'm going to update that. That there. A little over 2,000 hours, nice, nice. A nice healthy amount of gameplay. What is going on here? That's what's going on. There we go. So I just want this in my blueprint so I can line up another blueprint into it, because these angled blueprints don't work like that. And that'll help me do it. So we'll save that blueprint. Right, I'm going to do this a bit. That's the one I'll probably just do. Yep. I'm just making sure they don't change on me. So it's this one here. Why did that change? Rightio. Transport. Just did that one. This one to do. This is very tricky. Probably that one there. In some ways, still feel like a novice, but getting there. Look, we're always learning new things, don't you worry. Don't be fooled by a little bit of experience. We are all learning. We'll save that. Hey, how did that get... Oh, the game's remembered the setting. yeah. So remember the rotation I had selected in the last. So let's save that. Just did that one. We've got this one here. No, these are 45. That's why it worked. They're not perfect, but they'll do. Okay, load that. Feels like it's right. Yeah, that'll do. Right. We're up to this one here. Yep, these are easy, these ones. Hold on, no, I don't want this one. These are flats. I do them on foundations. These are unnecessary. No, actually. No, I will do them. Necessary. Okay, we just did that one. I don't need to do the 90. I'm going to do this one here. And then the other one, and then I'll be done. Good. One more. That'll do it. Right. Then it'll make sense what I just did all then. Now. Alright, so over here, so go to blueprint mode, line them up. I think that's right. So we're going to head through there. We're going to need a bit of power to come with us while I do this. Right, so now I need to use this like that. Probably yeah, I think so. Probably there. And then we just recreate these. Sometimes I get a double up of ties, so I'll just get rid of them. Then probably this one again. No, I want the 12 actually. That one connects perfectly, nice. And then I want the 12 in the other direction, that way, I think. I think that's what we'll do. And I think don't know if that's going to be the right spot. That looks good. This makes it so much easier having all these foundations on these. Was that? Let's do that again. We use the two high ones, these ones. Turn my phone off, it's going to start making all these noises. Oh, mute it. So I think it's going to get a bit. I may actually use um, oh yeah, I do have it. This is what I'm looking for. But I want it going that way. This gives me a little bit more of a drop, gets me down lower. Nice. Now oh, that looks pretty damn nice. Alright, so I need sweet. I don't have, these aren't powered yet, that's why I'm bringing power with me. Not sure if might be long enough. Yeah, I think that's cool. And then alright, yeah, they're not gonna. It's alright. Just put that there for a sec. So I want to go down there. So I think probably that for the moment. Nice. Now they're a bit, our ground level's changing, isn't it? How much and where? It's a bit annoying. So I think I'll do that. And then I'm going to grab that. And go up. Might not be enough. I suppose I can do this. Let's say if I did that. No F's given. And then this guy. That looks pretty promising if I was to head there. Right. It's just a bit of rubble, it's just fallen on the track after I laid it. I can't help it. I feel like I needed to come out first. Put that one there. That's better. How's the depth of the ground? It's fine. We're about to start using inclines. Now I made some special inclines the other day, I think. So I've got that one and that one, that one and that one. But in the I made these ones. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna make version 2 of those. Right, so that's load, transport. That one. And I'll just get rid of that. Now I've got a version 2 of it. Veldraco, cool. 20 minutes to go and I just have a few smokes. Awesome. Nothing worse than running out. So then I need this one. Right, we'll save that. Right, so that the purpose of that was gives you a way to get your incline in. It'll make sense in a minute. So that there, and then I get my 10-meter incline. I may have to redo these, but they won't. Need to bring power over here. If I go It sort of helps and sort of doesn't. So now if I do... Did those connect? No, they don't. So some of these aren't connecting, and then what I do is I will rebuild them once I get the next ones in place. And then they will, yeah. A lot of this is a way of, like, these ones aren't connected here yet either, because I'm making sure all of this is good. And then I'll reconnect some of these. It's part of how I've designed this blueprint setup. So I might still go a bit further with a short one. That one does. Dunno. So in this situation, for instance, it's too long, but if I go to about there, then I've got, I think, what I want. And I'll redo all this in a minute, because now I can do some bends. I need to get the power back. And once I'm happy with where it's all going, then I can join up the ones properly and get rid of the landscape.
Buckle up, there's a raid incoming.
Thank you, Spongelet, for the raid of 29 viewers.
Ooh, look out. Sponget's come over the raid. Last seen streaming Satisfactory. Welcome. 29 viewers, absolutely awesome, Sponget. Thank you. Demon's come over the raid. Sponget, welcome. Knock, knock. We're just working on some train lines. I think this is good. This is actually good. You've come knocking. You're a bit of a knocker. You knock around a bit. So we want to get up there. So I'm just bringing the rail through here. And then I'm sort of fiddling and farting around a bit, but that'll come around here and then start heading up here, and that'll be a challenge and a half. But yeah, I'm sort of working my way back towards the base first. Trying to work out what's going to work and what's not going to work. Outlaws, Josie fails. I have to ask, have you considered a drag rail? It saves time on the mental bandwidth. The problem with that, Josie, is then getting all of these ties that are underneath the train lines to sit underneath all the train lines. There's more mental bandwidth in that than what I'm doing here. That is the pros and cons of this particular type of train line I've decided to build. If I wanted to, yes, I could make some blueprints where they'd all be on large pillars and all that. No, they don't connect to the rail like the large pillars do. These ties are all, and especially the angles, I had to do all more than the blueprint maker to get this effect. It is what it is. I mean, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Otherwise, I'm doing something a little bit different that I'm not seeing anyone else do. So it adds a bit of awesomeness. So yeah, that's why it's like this. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do here is, on close, I'm going to go with the incline again. This here. Probably to about there, and then do the turn. It's not as far back as it was before. But yeah, you should have been here when I was figuring all this out. I gave up, and then I came back the next episode. I was like, nah, I know I can make this work. And here we are. Oops. There's no electricity in the water there. So yeah, it all looks a bit janky at the moment, but it's part of the big picture. Alright, so this I want to go a bit further. So maybe that is it. I think. No, I didn't. I was going to join that, but then I realised it doesn't matter because I'm going to rejoin it anyway. So then this, I think, maybe. that'll join. No. I think we need to go forward a bit first. Where am I? That one. Short? Yeah, I reckon the short. And now the incline. What's that train? The train's going to hit that for sure. We need to come out a bit more. What about I do this? Grab that. I'll be back in a sec, folks. I just want to check on Randy. Josie, I've done a few blueprint roads and always ended up with flaws at junctions that bothered the crap out of me. The drag got me on grid perfection at the cost of nicer design. Yeah. Pros and cons, isn't it? Just going to put that there. Grab that. No, it's going to try and connect to this. Alright, that's better. And then that goes there. I might get that to there like that. So if I do that, and then if I do that to there, then I can do that to there. That goes to there. Nice. Not what I wanted, but hey, got rid of the rock. Alright, so now, I know it's floating, we'll fix that. There'll be a lot of fine tuning later. Is that someone's getting upset? We've got a bit of I reckon if we did that there, and we do that. I'm probably okay with that there, I reckon. Yeah, it's going through the... That's just sand that's blowing onto the railway tracks. It's not clipping. They're two different things. Right, so if I did that, we got rid of this. No, hold up. We got rid of this and this. Connect that to there. Actually, I didn't think I needed to... No, I did, yeah. I think I did. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I've done it now. That's beautiful. And this is going over there. So I think if I keep going this way, we'll just do a 90 and go exactly where we need to be. But I tell you what, This is a good spot to stop my stream because I've got work tomorrow. I think we need to go down another half. Where's my... This one here, I reckon. How does that look? Does that look better? Yep. Yeah, that's in the ground better now. We could go... No, I reckon we could go again. We could do another one of these, I reckon. One of these. I did one of those, and then did one of these. And then I'll get the height I want. I reckon about there like that. Is that too low on the ground? Yeah. This does rise up a bit. I reckon there. Here I was saying I was gonna wrap up. I will, don't you worry. I'll just do this one last thing. Oh, now we've got an ad break. So we'll get rid of that and that. Then I'll just get rid of these, the offending ones I don't like. Every second one. I will probably sort these out later. Just want to sort out these obvious ones. Yeah, I think that's it. Probably didn't want to get rid of that one then, but anyway. Alright, that's where we're going to be up to. That'll get us... We'll continue that in the next episode. We'll be... that'll go around over to there, to my aluminum factory. I'm actually very happy with that progress. I'm getting that. That'll come around there and then turn and come up here to our aluminum factory. And what else? Now that'll be it for today. Very productive. So all of the aluminum production line is hooked up. Once we feed the bauxite and the coal, it should all just happen. So probably two full streams to make that happen, I think, getting that all done nicely. How many coupons today? 6. Nice. All right. Well, aluminum production line is ready to go now. We've finished setting up the alclad aluminum sheet and the aluminum casings. That building's done. We added another floor to the copper ingot building to set up those production lines for the alclad sheets. After that, we looked at how we're going to hook up the bauxite and coal with train stations, and then I decided on a route that's going to climb up the mountain. So now we're just going through using my blueprints for the train lines to try and make that happen. So that'll probably be the next couple of streams, is getting those train line blueprints in place. It's looking good, it's getting there, it just takes its time. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.